Hi, my name is Gabriela Griffin. I'm with StudioSwiss.com, and today I'm going to show you how to attach and how to make a panel. A panel is an insert or an attachment to the front of the arm. Sometimes you find it also on the side of the back. The purpose of a panel is when you have finished the arm and taken the fabric all the way around the edge and tacked it on inside here, that you would finish up this area. There are several possibilities, and I'm going to show you this right now. Now, before I show you how to make a panel and how to attach it, there are some other possibilities to cover this area. First, you would choose some kind of padding like background, cotton or foam. Then you staple the padding onto the frame, followed by the fabric. You staple it to the frame, and then you make a double welt like this one here, or it's also called a double piping. You then glue that to the frame right here, and that makes a nice finish. There's another way of doing this with a single welt or single piping. You staple it onto the frame. Then I take a cardboard strip and I cut those little notches, which helps me when I have to go around the curve. I staple that onto the welt very close. Then I take the padding and then the fabric. I fold the fabric and I hand sew the fabric with a round upholstery needle to the welt. If you don't like to hand sew, and it's possible to do without hand sewing, there's another way of doing this. You would use a metal strip like this one here. It's called ply grip. On one side you got the little hooks where the fabric goes in, and on the other side you got the holes that attaches to the frame. Now, I made a little example here. What you do is, again, you got the single welt, then you attach the ply grip, then the padding, then you bend the ply grip, the flaps, just a little bit, and then you slide the fabric with a hair puller underneath here. Then you hammer it down with a mallet, and I covered this mallet with fabric so I wouldn't damage the fabric when I hit on it. Then we have the possibilities of using a trim such as a gimp, for example, or fancy nails. That's another nice way of finishing it up. Now, when you make a panel, I always like to make a pattern first. Like this one here, it's another type of panel, and you can make it out of cardboard or plywood. I take the cardboard and I trace the pattern onto the cardboard, cut it out. Then I take some spring-up nails, like these nails here, push them through the cardboard. You can see it here on the back side. Then I take a strip of cardboard and staple it on top of the nail heads, like so, very close to the nail head. That gives it more support. Then I take a second layer of cardboard and sandwich this together, like so. Then you can apply the padding and the fabric and cover the panel, and then you can finish it up with a single welt by going around the edges like so. And you can attach then the panel onto the arm, because you have now those nails where you can hammer it in. Now, there's another way of attaching a panel. It's with finishing nails. And before I get to that, I'm gonna cover the panel I made for this one, for this particular chair, cover it, and then go from there. Now on this chair here I have decided to make a plywood panel, and I have already made a panel to fit into this shape. Now you have to remember that you have to consider the thickness of the fabric so it's not too tight when you fit the panel into the frame. Now I'm going to cover this, and then I'm going to show you how to attach the panel to the frame. Now I already covered the panel with the fabric, and I stapled the fabric onto the back side of the panel, and now we are getting ready to attach the panel to the frame with finishing nails. Now we cannot go ahead and start nailing the panel to the arm because the nails would be visible. So we are going to do this so the nails are not visible. So what we're doing now is take a upholstery pin like this one here, and we find a space in the weave where we inserting the needle like so. We move the needles back and forth until we have a little hole like so. Then we push the needle into the wood like so. Now we have a little space here, as you can see, in which we can insert the nail like so. Then I can hammer the nail into the panel. Now we're getting very close here. We don't want to cut the thread of the weave, so we're going to go around here and open this a little bit more and push the needle into the wood. And I'm also going to use a punch. You have to do this very careful and always check it out. There you go. Now we're removing the pins like so, and push the thread back to its original position. There we go. So this is the finished chair with the secure attached panel, and this is one of the options you could use.